Is Mike here with Combat Sports Today, and I'm joined by Combat Sambo world champion and professional MMA knockout artist Maxwell Djantou Nana. How are you doing today?
Yeah, going good, brother. And you?
I'm good. I'm glad to have you on. We appreciate the time. It's an honor to have you on here.
Thank
So
you.
I wanted to jump right into it and ask about some of your early life. I wasn't able to find that much information when I was doing my research. I was wondering, what was it like for you growing up in Cameroon? Can you tell us about the family dynamic and what it was like in your world at a young age?
Yeah, I grew up in Cameroon, like you said. I be born in Cameroon, grew up in Cameroon, and start fighting in Cameroon by judo, sambo, karate, and then 3 years ago I switched to MMA. Yeah, everything's good. It was good, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because we don't have like infrastructure we need to have to be the best. But for what we have, we train with that every day, every single day. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to ask next. As you were growing up, kind of what age did fighting come into the picture? And your first martial art, I think you mentioned, was judo. How did that come about? Like, what made you want to start fighting?
I start by karate, but I start by karate. I was around 13. Yeah, around 13. Before that, I was doing little bit, but I really jumping. I was about 13 because, around me, I had some people who was doing the same thing like my dad. My dad used to be a boxer, and my big brothers, Rostan and Sesh, they was doing karate and Nanbodo. So that pushed me through that. And I say, they look good, they look sharp, and they do the good things. I was appreciate, even if I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but I was really like it. And I say in my mind, I want to be like them, like my dad, and that pushed me through.
So you grew up in a martial arts practicing family then.
Yeah, yes, yes.
That's awesome to hear. It runs in the family.
Yeah, my dad used to be a good boxer. Yeah, good boxer. But when I was young, he stopped it because he was a bit sick, and it's not easy to go with fight all the time until you say you go like 50 or 60 now. It's not easy. So he start to be a little bit sick and he stop it. And my big brothers, they didn't have like good motivation and they stop it as well. So in family now and my own. So yeah.
Okay, I understand it. And I was looking at your Instagram page. I had noticed that you spoke about, forgive me if I mispronounce his name, a friend of yours, Davido, him and his family. I was wondering, what role did they play in your story?
Yeah, I got so many people like Davido, like Liban, Claude, William, all that. There's people who push Vida Africa and many fighters to help, to give motivation, to give little money, to put some money, to help have some growth, everything. I'm not my own because in Cameroon we have a very big team with many fighters, very good fighters. So they help every time, like me, they help me to go in Manchester, start training, and then now we have this contract with PFL. Yeah.
Oh, so they believed in you. They were able to help you on your journey.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
That's very awesome to hear. And I know you had mentioned your brothers and your father, but did you have any specific inspirations or influences outside of them? Professional fighters or UFC, boxing, whatever it is that inspired you to want to fight.
Yeah. When I start with MMA, in my head, I say I was watching some many fighters, and I say I want to be to adopt like a John style, and then I start to train like him, those things like him. Yeah, because he was like inspiration. You know what I mean? And today in my head, I just want to fight him to see on between him and me who got the better style. So yeah,
Yeah, that would be a crazy fight. So
yeah.
also, like, you started doing karate and sambo and judo. Was there a moment, and then of course you transitioned into MMA recently. Was there a specific moment where you knew you wanted to make a career out of MMA, and when you realized that you could really take it to a high level?
No, it was with sambo. You know, I start with when I was in judo. It was little bit hard to step forward all the time. It wasn't easy. And then when I switched to sambo, I start to feel more. There was more com, com, how we call it, more partner to help me, more people to fight against. Like when we start, like in 2019, when I went to my first competition with sambo, it was a bit hard, and in my head I say, oh, if it's like this, I want to go back, I want to do more. Obviously I had the gold medal in Egypt, but in my head it was, I say, it was a bit hard to knock someone out or to choke someone. And I say, no, I need to train more and develop more. And yeah. So since 2019, I'd say, yeah, I need to step forward and go through and get it.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, it's crazy how quick it kind of happens.
Yeah.
And then your nickname, you got Leonidas. I was wondering who gave you that name, and can you tell the fans the importance of that name to you?
Yes, you know, I have a very big family. They are my fan, but they're like my family. In all of them, they are last year a pine le sang. So sweat self blood. It means you need to train hard and fight easy. Obviously, is what it means in long story short. And one of my friend, we was training together, and he said to me, "I'm my mentality, how I react in society, and when I fight, I'm like Leonidas." So since that day, my friend start to call me Leonidas until today. That's since maybe 15 years. Yeah, 15 years.
That's awesome. I love to hear a little bit of background behind the name and how you guys got them. And
Mm.
speaking, you mentioned that you fight over at Manchester, and I know there's a wealth of talent fighting out of Manchester Top Team. I was wondering how your experience has been with the gym, and are there any lesser known fighters that we should be on the lookout for?
Yes, I want to start by say thank you to Manchester Top Team to they try to make us the best fighter in the world every single day. Since 3 years, we went to Manchester. In Manchester, it wasn't easy, you know, because there were different people. You need to restart everything, you know. But with training, with coach, with another fighters, it was good because there was many people who try to, like me. I like to take example to me. When I was there, they say, "Oh, he's a heavyweight champ. I want to choke him. I want to go on the floor, on the ground with him. I want to strike with him. All the different things." And I had like my some mistake, and the coach, Coach Carl Prince, he tried to help me every day to build where I am now. And about that, just if you want me to talk about that, like now I'm in Dubai, so sometime I'm in Manchester, sometime in Dubai to train with Kwam Claude and all the different fighters we have here as well.
Hey, that's awesome. You getting a little extra looks. Dubai, Manchester. I love the mix up. So
Yeah.
as a combat sambo world champion and mixed martial artist, you have fights under one championship and PFL. You're starting to make a name for yourself in the MMA universe. How excited would you be, and how much would it mean to you to potentially be a representative for Cameroon for PFL Africa?
For me, I think it's a very big deal because it's a big opportunity for me to prove not just to Cameroon, but to Africa and PFL that Africa got loads of good talent, and to prove the Cameroonian people that now I got the flag, they gave me the flag, and I want to represent them 100%, more than 100%, and I will do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think it's really cool if PFL brings PFL Africa, trying to bring eyes on African MMA. And I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of incredible athletes out there, of course, yourself included. Do you have other names that we could be on the lookout for some African talent coming out of the area?
Yeah, yeah. Um, like I said before, in our gym, Bo Association in Cameroon, we have very, very many different fighters, girls and boys. And I think right now we have probably 35 fighters, good fighters. Some of them they are silver medal in last world tournament of sambo. Some of them they are African champion of sambo and Francis Ngannou Cup and all that. So we have very very good fighters, and I think this opportunity PFL gave in Africa bring in Africa is a very big opportunity because I think they're gonna enjoy which kind of opportunity African can get to prove what they can do.
Yeah, before, of course, with MMA, it was Brazil and then Dagestan, and
Yeah,
now a new great era
yeah,
in area region of fighters. I think the African fighters are about to take the MMA world by storm, as you guys are already starting to do. I'm very excited for the future. And
yeah, yeah.
also, here's one question. Moving forward, do you have your eyes set on a potential UFC heavyweight run at all? I know they're always looking for good heavyweight contenders.
You know, to be honest, right now I'm ready for that. I can step there right now if Dana White give me that opportunity, and they're gonna be very happy to see something different. Yeah, very different that they never see before. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready for that, and I'm very excited to if I can get that opportunity like that to step in.
Yeah, that would be awesome. With the Sambo
Yeah,
background, all wins by knockout. I think that you would be a great heavyweight contender there. Um, and then speaking of, the future, in a perfect world, how does 2025 play out for Maxwell Djantou Nana?
I'd say end of 2025. First, I want to be the PFL Africa champ. First, that is the first thing I want to do, and I really want PFL to step forward with what we can do, or MMA in general, especially PFL. I want them to step forward with what I can do, because it's not easy sometimes to fight. Like with PFL, my last fight was August. That's very long time to wait until maybe July for PFL Africa. That's very long time. So if I can get more fight more often, that's gonna be very perfect too. Not just for me, but for MMA, because MMA is like a culture for everyone. We like it. We like MMA, and we want to prove that it's not just BJJ or whatever, but MMA is the best thing we can have now.
Hey, I'm glad to hear it. I hope that you can get some more fights in. I know that you want to be active. I hope that the PFL can, get some good matchups set up, get you some more exposure, and get you some more activity so you can make some money and, keep making that name for yourself and representing
Yeah.
African MMA. Oh, I was going to say I have a couple fun questions as well, just a couple extra questions. I was
Okay.
wondering, do you have a top three favorite professional athletes from Cameroon?
Yeah, yeah, right now, to if I want to say the top three out of me, obviously.
Yeah.
So I want to say Ngannou is a big model. Ngannou is a big model. He proved that when you work hard and you believe on what you do, you can go wherever you want to go. You know, and that's that mentality. I very appreciate that, and yeah, I think is one of my favorite. Not just because he's a great fighter, but because his mentality. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I have you have the a young one of our young brother Atiba Gauthier. He signed with UFC recently, so uh, he's a good fighter as well. Very good fighter, very good fighter. And I want to talk about Chamu Micah. He's on Cage Wahoo. He's a very good fighter, good mentality, good striking, good wrestling, and never give up. Yeah. I think that's some people I I'd like to see how they prove themselves.
I love to hear it. We're going to be on the lookout for those guys as well. Gautier had an amazing debut with the UFC recently. You know, I've always
Yeah.
been a fan. This isn't mixed martial arts, but I've always been a fan of Samuel Eto'o as a soccer player, football player. I like him a lot, and
Yeah.
Pascal Siakam representing in the NBA as well.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
outside of fighting, do you have any favorite hobbies that you enjoy in your free time?
Yeah, I like to play FIFA. You know, I have my favorite partner on FIFA, Daniel Johansson, and yeah, we play FIFA every day after training to relax. You know, sometimes after training or sparring, your head is like you just want to go off and maybe wake up after 5 hours. But you need to switch sometime, do something different. So sometimes we go PlayStation, we play like PlayStation, we go play like a pool, we go like a park. Yeah, and you know, and he's a very good guy because he know how to bring me on the training and out the training. You know, yeah. So that's my hobby.
Yeah. FIFA's a great game. I've been enjoying FIFA for a long time now as well. It's one of my
Yeah,
favorite video games.
yeah.
And on social media, I'm constantly seeing social media feuds over who makes the best jollof rice. I was wondering if you cared to weigh in on that and any other uh, of your favorite Cameroonian dishes.
Oh, you know, African got like I want to say the the best food in the world because we have spicy food. Like me, I like spicy food. I really like spicy food, and my favorite food is we call it in French ndolé and plantain. Yeah, so it's like leaves and plantain.
Yeah, my family is Puerto Rican, and I have a lot of Hispanic food, and we love plantains over here as well. I
Yeah.
gotta
Oh,
say,
yeah.
it's delicious. You couldn't be more right with the spicy food as well. And I wanted to go into towards the end, just a couple final thoughts. What can we expect from you moving forward in your journey on mixed martial arts?
Yeah, for me, I think I got a fucking strong mind, you know. What you can expect from me is to train more hard and be the best fighter you never had in the world because the great thing is coming very soon. Yeah, very soon. So I want to prove to everyone in the world, not just the PFL, UFC, or just the MMA fighter, but everyone in the world, that we have many good fighter and are gonna be the best they never see before.
Hey, I love to see it. We're going to be watching over here at Combat Sports today. And before we head out, would you like to leave a message for the fans?
Yes, of course. I want to tell them in French if you want, because everyone can't get me in English, in French and English. So if you it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
your thing, so I want to start in English, but I want to say thank you to everyone who support me every day to message me, say no, do good, you're doing good, have a courage, go again and again. It might take time, but go, sweat, self blood, everyone. Yeah, so I want to say thank you, and I want to say to them, um they're gonna see the very nice thing like before very soon. We just wait for opportunity. Maybe before July for PFL Africa, PFL gonna book me a fight. Maybe I don't know. They're looking for that. Uh, so in French, and I want to say, je vais dire merci à tous ceux qui nous supportent au quotidien parce que c'est une tâche très difficile. Je ne me sens pas seul parce que je sens que vous êtes avec moi, toute la grande famille du Cameroun, de l'Angleterre, de Dubaï, partout dans le monde entier. Je vous dis merci parce que vous êtes une grande force de non seulement m'encourager avant, pendant ou après les combats, ça fait vraiment chaud au cœur. Et je vous dis toujours, la sueur n'est pas innocente, c'est-à-dire on va travailler encore et encore et nous serons les meilleurs champions que le MMA n'a jamais découvert. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate it very much. And you know, we're going to be on the lookout, Combat Sports Today, and everyone in our circle, we're going to be on the lookout for Maxwell Djantou, knockout artist, 100% finish rate, Combat Sambo world champion. We're very excited for the future, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know it's
Thank
late
you.
over there. I really appreciate it, and we're sending love from Combat Sports Today. We're excited for the future.